Morning, everybody. It is Saturday. It's 9:31 a.m. I'm a minute late. um, it is 9:31 a.m. on March 28th, 2020. 2 weeks of lockdown. Um, we are still working through it all. It's like an old hat now, though. Everybody's working from home. Everybody's got their kids at home. Just kind of working through it. It's a decent looking day out, a little overcast. Trying to look through my monitors. Um, I don't even know. I think it's going to be about, what's the temperature today? Looks pretty warm, 64 degrees, man. That's like I could take off the sweatshirt for once. Who would do that? Come on. I'm a hoodie guy. Anyways, hey, so today we're going to go through. I don't really have any new news today. For stuff that happened over the past week. We were just living the dream, kind of dealing with it. It is amazing, though. I mean, everybody's obviously in a trying time. Everybody is in new territory. But it's interesting to see, we're trying to be approachable about, anything that's going on with people's jobs, our residents or tenants, anything that's going on with their life. We're trying to be approachable. We're trying to be helpful. We're going to try and work through it all for everybody. And but it's interesting to see some of the people who come in and basically already are trying to abuse that. We had somebody this week who hit us up with, "Oh, I'm on quarantine," and he's like, "So I would know I was supposed to move out by the end of the month, but I can't move out now. My new place isn't ready," or he doesn't have the funds. I mean, he doesn't give us a lot of information. He just basically is like, "So I won't be moving out at the end of the month, and I won't be paying my rent for April 1st." And so we're just like trying to find out some information. It was really just a real quick, off the cuff kind of like, "You guys are hosed. I'm living for free." Excuse me. So we kind of messaged him back and we're like, "Well, if you're staying, then you're going to have to pay. If you don't have a job, here's a list of different companies that could help you out, maybe, or different charities and stuff like that can help you out. Also, there's a bunch of other places that are hiring. Maybe that might help you out. And we'll work with you." And he's like, "Oh, I'm not paying. I'm under quarantine." And we're like, "So wait, so you like you think you have the virus, or what's the scoop?" And he's like, "No, the whole world's under quarantine right now." And I'm like, "You still got to pay for where you live, dude. I mean, it's like, come on." So we've had a couple of people that were like, trying to use intimidation against us. They're just like, "I hope you're paying attention to national federal and state laws now because of the whole quarantine and COVID thing." Like, yeah, we're keeping apprised of all that sort of stuff, and really there's not a lot coming down the pipe for that sort of stuff. So we're going to try and work with you, and but at the same time, you got to work with us, right? You don't hold all the cards here in this game of poker. So anyway, it's just interesting. I mean, we're trying to be empathetic and sympathetic, and we're trying to work through it because we've got a lot of stuff going on too. We have contractors who are basically, they're going under quarantine. They're what I don't want to say. Using the term quarantine is a bad term in my book right now. A lot of people are practicing social distancing, so they don't want to. A lot of our contractors don't want to go work because of the fact that they're scared they're going to pick something up. And so, I mean, I get that. I'm not, harshing on those people. I just, we're trying to work through things. And, like everything else, if it's not an emergency situation, then we're probably triaging it and putting it on the back burner. Anyways, so we're working through it. All right, so today is going to be fast and short and quick and painless. I don't know if it'll be painless, though. So one of my clients, he has a property he wanted me to go take a look at, or have us go take a look at, and give him a quote. He's thinking about buying this property. I called to get access to the property, and the current owner informed me that it is really bad shape. Needs a lot of work, so we'll see what that means. I have not seen this video. I don't know the numbers. I don't even know if it's a rental or a flip. So let's get into it, shall we? All right, so we are back at it. Let's see what we got here. Oop.
This is...
Oh boy. All right, so a little overgrown here. I can already see it's going to need gutters. Let me get my handy dandy scope of work out. Let's see what we got going on here. And again, I don't even know if we're going to get this property. So we'll just kind of go through this real quick. This is kind of what we do when we're assessing a property that we have no clue on. And our owner has no clue what to even offer. You know, we're kind of in some weird times right now. And so I don't even know what the address is here. I don't know. I'm going to just guesstimate. So looking at the front, we're going to have to do some landscape work, gutters. I can't tell how old that roof is. From this distance, it doesn't look horrible.
It's 7225.
Oh, 7225. I got that much.
March 24th, 2020.
Woohoo! This week. I need to clean up these brush here. Driveway's looking a little
Okay, we got some
ramshackle.
overgrowth
Yeah, so
over here.
pretty heavy overgrowth here. The big problem with overgrowth like this is, I know, right? Frank's saying, where's the weed whacker? It's a nice brick structure. That's nice. Hopefully Cole gets us some shots of the brick to make sure we don't have like cracks going up.
Gonna need picked up.
Foundation issues, stuff like that. A bunch of trash needs to be picked up.
See, this gutter's hanging off, and it's gonna need to be cleaned out as well.
Yeah, those gutters are bad shape.
Gutters.
It looks like some soffit issues here too. Can't see.
Probably some metal around the soffit.
So, I am not a fan of these shrubs, and a lot of times what I'll do is we'll just go in and yank them. Ooh, I got Amy on.
The door's
Hey,
right
Amy,
here.
Amy. So we got a caulk around the exterior door.
Windows might be good. See, the screen's a little pushed back there.
Yeah, we can't see the screens, can't get in there. So usually we'll just come in and just cut this stuff out because it's so overgrown that I don't know if we saw it or not, but it's, see how it's all kind of dead underneath the stuff that's on the outside? So if we try and trim it back massively, I don't think it's going to survive. Maybe we'll ask Amy here. She's our resident master gardener, if she thinks those things are savable or we need to cut them down.
These hedges are going to need trimmed.
Bunch of clean out.
Trash
I had the
around
gutters
here
going
gonna
down
be picked
into.
up.
Yeah, do we have a basement? Maybe. Hey, there's a free wheelbarrow. Only one arm is torn off. Got your diapers. Basement windows probably gonna have to be repaired or replaced. At least these are gutter downspouts seem to be intact. So maybe it's only the front we got to repair on the gutters. We can save them. What if I don't want to save them though, Amy? Amy says I could save these shrubs. Trim them back massively. Amy says, but you would need to cut them now so that by the time the rehab is done, you will have some new growth to cover the bare wood. Ah, I see, says the blind man to his deaf wife. So we basically trim the hell out of them, make them look rough.
This downpipe right here is broken. That needs replaced.
Oh yeah.
On this gutter.
Now, interesting fact, probably about 10 years ago, the city came through and said you were not allowed to tie into storm sewer. So a lot of people were running their gutters down and then tying that line into storm sewers,
This doesn't
which
really
would go
look like
out to the street and then,
preventing a flood
obviously
of
into
any
the sewer
sorts.
lines. What did he just say there? Sorry.
A flood of any sorts. This doesn't really look like it's preventing a flood of any sorts.
Free tarp. Yeah, a bunch of firewood, a bunch of trees growing in. Holy cow.
You got a lot of lights and random things are hanging around the house.
Christmas lights. Oh my gosh, did you see that backyard? Did you get that quick glimpse?
And in the backyard.
Oh my goodness.
Along the fence. See, the backyard has a lot of overgrowth going on.
I don't think anybody's mowed that yard in a while.
A lot of trash back here is going to need picked up.
That's a lot of trash. Look at that old meter station there. I'm thinking that's probably
And got some holes in the
60
wood over
amp
here.
service,
that
which
are
doesn't
gonna
make
need
sense because there's a
repaired.
central air over there, so there's probably a 100 amp service at least.
A new exterior lamp. Maybe a new screen door. Gonna need another window right here.
Right there, so I don't know if you guys see that, but there's CPVC in this. Let me pause it for a second. You can barely see it now, but there's a CPVC spigot there, or shutoff valve,
Right here.
and that's gonna mean that we probably got some plumbing issues. The windows are all older. They're the aluminum ones.
There's no screen. On
The
this
aluminum ones
window
are
right here.
have a problem with.
They got an old.
I'm gonna say we're
window
gonna
right here.
replace all the windows on
I'm
this
not
house.
sure how this opens.
It's a slider. We're gonna replace all the windows on this house. These are the old aluminum ones. The old aluminum ones had a problem where they would sweat really bad. There's the bathroom there. You can tell because they put glass block in. Trying to look and see what the soffits look like. Yeah, I'm sure that neighbor hates them. That's why they got the 6-foot privacy fence. Good lord. Does have central air though. They kept the important stuff.
Just going in right here. And we got some extension cords and other cords that are being ran right here.
Wonder what those extension cords are for.
AC unit. There's a vent right here. Looks like it's pretty clogged.
Free tire. I love free tires. Good lord, man. You're walking through the jungle. Welcome to the jungle, baby. Should we sing that song? We're gonna die. Somebody call up
Looks like a
Guns N'
tree
Roses.
was
Axl
pulled up
Rose.
right
He can
here.
sing it for us.
And just
Good lord.
left as is.
I don't even know how much that's gonna cost.
And
to
we got a
fix that.
shed over here.
You know there's stuff living underneath that. They're all living in the basement too. Because those open windows. And look, they had a raised bed garden. What is that?
This door is just off the hinges. A lot of trash in here is gonna need picked up.
Is that a, oh, that's an AC unit, portable AC unit. So that probably tells me that the normal AC unit for the house isn't working. Central air, not working.
There's a lot of trash in this. It's gonna need picked up as well.
Noise.
Looks sturdy though.
Hey, there's some wicker furniture. Cole's bringing his buddies to work with him. There's a trash can right there.
And looks like the roof is gonna need some looking at. There's a lot of shingles that are coming up and holes and things like that.
Alright, so we're gonna have to replace our roof. Oh, fun, fun, fun.
This is 7-2.
Alright, video 2.
East 51st Street. We could probably replace this lamp right here too.
That's not bad.
It's cracked up. Doesn't have a bulb.
I love it. Oh my goodness. So there is tons of stuff to be cleaned out.
Put the light
I
up.
told you to bring a good flashlight, Cole, not this trashy one.
You can see we've got a lot of furniture and
He brought a friend with another crappy flashlight.
all kinds of things that are going to be picked up around here. The place is really old too. Looks like no one's been here for a while. It's all going to need painting here. Got screws and nails on the walls, things like that.
Nice. What the heck is that? 1 by. Flooring shot. Obviously needs paint everywhere. The windows are going to have to be
Got
replaced.
this board right here with some plexiglass over it.
Oh yeah, to help them keep the heat in. Ooh, Twix, left side or right? Oh, I couldn't see, I couldn't see, I couldn't see. Come on, Cole, get it under control, buddy. These kitchen cabinets.
Cabinets are going to need painted.
Painted or replaced?
Probably a new stove.
The handles are missing off the stove. Look at the fridge. I'm not opening that fridge. I know, right? I need it. I mean, you know, his dad's like a flashlight aficionado. And he's got this crap flashlight.
Gonna need some trim.
Look at it. Wait. Did you guys see that?
Gonna need some trim.
Backyard medicine. Let's talk about the backyard. The Herbal Home Remedy Book. What's the other one say here? I can't read it.
Stuff around here.
I can't read it. Medical something and flowers. I don't know.
Pull up this old trim. Got some holes right here.
Oh my gosh, so that means it's some electrical issues, obviously. Man, I just can't believe he goes out and does this crap with this crappy flashlight. I told him to go with a good flashlight. I mean, we really just don't know what we've got until we can really clean it out.
So I'm gonna need painted in the kitchen.
Yeah. Are we doing replacing the kitchen cabinets? That's my question. Or can we get away with painting them?
Floor's starting to come up a little bit. Very old. There's definitely mold down here.
You're not supposed to say the M word. Frank says, go fund me for a better flashlight and a doomsday prepper is what we got here.
There's a lot of miscellaneous things that are down here.
Oh my gosh. Our bill for cleaning it up just went up.
Mold right here.
there's a lot of trash. And this stuff will all have to come out. The ceiling tiles are, a lot of the ceiling tiles are
Mold
bad.
back there.
A lot of mold back there. Can you see it all?
Gonna need some new panels down here for the ceiling.
Yeah, show me the floors. You can't even tell what's, if there's water on the floors or not. Hopefully he spots it and looks for it.
There's some more mold.
Does it look like there's, I mean, I don't, yeah, it's got to be,
down here.
obviously there's been moisture down here. Hoarders Part 25. We get to the back room right now. It's been 30 days and 30 years since this room, 30 days since we bought the house and 30 years since anybody's been in this room.
This is
Alright, our last one here.
my camera turned off unexpectedly. I'm gonna continue.
Yeah, see electrical
We got
issues.
some loose wiring over here, all along the ceiling. Mold overload. A lot of the loose wires down here that should be contained. If it's a living area, mold.
Yeah, so obviously there's water in here. I just can't see how much water we've got in here. I mean, obviously if you've got this much crap in the basement, then any amount of water is A, getting wicked up by the drywall, and B, it has no room to breathe, so it doesn't dry out because it's covered by all this crap, right? You gotta have air to dry out stuff. Do we see our furnace?
We got an outlet right here,
Uh-huh.
and some more loose wiring. We've got the
Oh, yeah. See right here? Fuses. We still got screw-in fuses, so I'm going to have to replace the electrical. So the meter base and the tower going up, that's probably $750 to $1,000 to replace this stuff here. And then we probably got another $1,000 in just minor repair work after we clear it out. Is that I can't tell.
junction box right here.
What's that to? That's CPVC. So we got plumbing we got to do. Did I put that in here?
Some plumbing.
So the guy who called me, the owner of it, told me that there's probably $30,000 worth of work here. I'm definitely seeing that.
A lot of things are going to need picked up.
Furnace is shot. I just saw it. And a
Got
water
a
heater shot.
here.
Oh my gosh. Show me the furnace. Show me the
Got a water
money.
heater here.
Yeah, see that's all ate up. Pretty rough shape. Obviously this water heater is too, but even the flue piping. There's no airflow in this house in the basement. That's why this stuff is running rampant. Show me the furnace.
Right now,
Does it say a date on it? Doesn't matter. It's shot.
1996.
Yeah.
It's
It's
definitely
only 24
pretty
years
old.
old.
Not sure if it's in working condition. Along with these gas lines. They're rusted.
Guys are quiet today. I figured you guys would be having field day with this one. There's a line set there.
Looks like there's some water over here on the pipes.
It's probably the vents for the flue are
You can see
leaking
a hole
up
right
on the
here,
roof,
too, for the
and the water's
window.
coming in.
It's gonna need replaced.
Yeah, hey, look, free washer and dryer. Living the dream. Well, where did this nice flashlight come from? Oh, he's just turning off. He's just using the crappy one for us and the good one when he needs it. Those motorcycle tires.
A lot of trash gonna need picked up, and these shelves are gonna need wiped down if they're getting kept.
There's a freezer there. Ooh, there's an exercise machine. Gazelle. His buddy was picking through the stuff. Come on now. Steps sound solid.
Everything's pretty old and rusty. Rusted down in here.
It's a small kitchen.
There's a hole in the ceiling back there.
Yeah, so the roof's obviously leaking. So we're gonna have some repairs from that.
Busted ceiling light. I can't even get these cabinets open.
Yeah, I think the cabinets are gonna have to be replaced.
Check the plumbing. Doesn't look like it's doing too good though.
Did you see that faucet?
Though.
Wait. Let me back it up. Ah, that's leaning a little at the wrong angle, don't you think? Hopefully it's just tightening it up. But we're already going to replace all the cabinets here. So what do we got? Like 4 feet of cabinets? Let's see what we got here.
Pretty old and rusty. Rusted down in here.
All right, so there's 24 inches there. There's probably 30 inches there, and then another 2. So there's like 5 feet here. That's just a lazy Susan, so that's about 30. And then there was, so it's a itty bitty little kitchen. Like what, 5, 7 feet of cabinets? That's nothing.
There's a hole in the ceiling back there.
It needs a whole new
busted
ceiling.
Light.
Oh, we haven't even gotten to the other bedrooms yet.
I can't even get these cabinets.
Man, I take you guys to all the good places.
Like you're doing too good though.
Hey, you need some coffee? There was at least 2 coffee makers there. Cole, buddy, this flashlight is horrid. This is ridiculous.
All gonna need painted. All the closets in the rooms are gonna need cleaned out.
A lot of drywall work. Is that from a dog, probably?
Gonna need paint. Here's the
bathroom. Is that really the bathroom? Oh my goodness. You can't make this stuff up. And he didn't even have a good flashlight to show it to us. Oh my goodness.
Bedroom in here.
I mean, you're gonna get a pickaxe and just basically go through this place and just start hauling stuff out. Pitchfork. And just start dumping this stuff. Bring you maybe you fix that wheelbarrow out there in the yard and use that to get this stuff out of here.
A lot of markage in the ceiling, as you can see. Water, mold. Another hole right here. Carpet's gonna need pulled up. Here we got trash everywhere.
Hoarders, season 2.
Marking on the roof, or the ceiling. Mold. In that
I mean, at some point in time,
there.
somebody really cared for the place, but yeah, not anymore.
Turn it off, man. Come on, I'm doing something.
And the last
fan
bedroom
is covered in dust, cobwebs.
You gotta like that ceiling fan.
Doors
Ooh,
gonna
7
be
doors.
replaced. Floor's gonna be redone. We've got a lump right here. subform. Loose outlet wires, holes in the walls, mold.
Yeah.
It's all gonna need cleaned up. It's not looking good.
Yeah. Then you got what's all the cans for? Now we got a third person. Where'd we add this third person from?
That's the gist of it.
Oh, the gist.
It's gonna need a lot of work.
Yep, I told you that before you went. I told you you needed a good flashlight too. All right. Oh my goodness. I'm going to have a huge fudge factor on this house. Landscape work. About $2,000 is what I'm thinking. We got to clear out trim up the front shrubs. Just a second here. Clean up the front shrubs. Got to clean up that whole entire backyard. Got to get rid of all that trash. Got to repair the okay, trash inside and out. Man, that's a big job there. So I'm gonna say it's about $2,000. Hopefully, I'm hoping we come in around 1,000 to 1,500. Gutters fixed and run away from the home. It looked like the gutter issues were only on the front of the house, so we got some soffit issues there. So it's probably about $500 to fix that. Got to do some caulk. Exterior door. We really couldn't see the brickwork to see if we have issues over there. I'm kind of thinking we probably don't, because the gutters that we're working were all going into they're being properly vented away, or hopefully they're being properly whatever you want to call it, vented or evacuated away from the home. So I'm thinking we probably don't have any of that sort of stuff. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. So I'm going to recommend we put in new windows, so I'm not going to have to worry about that. New exterior lights. That's also kind of a miscellaneous thing. Replace all windows. So there was, I'm going to say it's probably about $3,600 for windows for this property. The soffit repair, there's probably $500 there. Repair basement windows and bins. I don't know. That's going to be an assessment. Boy, I just don't even know. Let's say 250-ish. Replace the roof. I'm going to say it was about $4,000. Flooring throughout. Let me look this property up and see what the. Give me a second here. I'm going to look up the address and see how much square footage wise it is. So it's probably, it says it's 2,100 square feet, but that's probably up and downstairs. Let me look here. We're on a new version of Realist, so I got to figure out where all the really good stuff is. It's 1,040 square foot. So we're gonna say, where are we at here? Flooring throughout 1,040. So we're probably at 3,120 for flooring. Interior repaint. So basically it's a 3-bedroom. Remind me, I'm gonna put this down here. Mold remediation. Probably part of this trashing inside and out is obviously we're gonna get all that crap in the basement, but we're going to have to yank out some of the drywall and stuff like that. So, and then we're also going to have to treat for some mold remediation here. let's see here. $4,000, 3120 interior repaint throughout. There's going to be some patch and paint. So what was it? 3 bedrooms, hallway, bathroom. That bathroom was just atrocious. Did you guys see that bathroom? That thing's just hideous. I haven't seen a bathroom that bad since, well, it's probably my second worst bathroom. No, third worst bathroom. There was the house that we did for the Halloween special. That one was awesome. They had actually sealed off one of those bathrooms. I'm just noticing this up here, this corner thing when I'm on the screen. My lighting is funky. So the Halloween special where they had the squatters had sealed off the bathroom. Now there, nope, it's over there now. Look, see the corner up there, right up, right there. Oh, it's gone. The squatters had sealed off the bathroom because they had filled it up. So that one's the worst. The second worst was the one where there was about the toilet was secure and in place, but there was about a 3-foot hole around the toilet where you basically had to jump to get to the toilet. That was the second worst, and then this one looks pretty freaking bad. So, anyways, so interior repaint throughout. Let me think here. So we got kitchen. We got living room, we got 3 bedrooms, so that's 5. We've got the hallway and the bathroom, that's 6. Was there any other rooms I'm missing? Did this house have a garage? No, it didn't. So I'm going to say it's probably about 7. So 7 times 150. Let's see if I can do that off the top of my head. 700 plus 350, so 1,050. Yup. I'm gonna add in a little bit of fluff there, just because we got some patchwork to do and stuff like that. Replacing the kitchen cabinets. There's about 5 feet of cabinets, but I'm gonna think that maybe we can add a little bit more extra cabinet wise. So I'm gonna figure, and typically I figure about $200 a linear foot. So that's for both uppers and lowers and countertops and sinks and garbage disposals and blah, 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 blah. Now, that one had a dishwasher, so we're probably going to have to replace that. And those are about, what are they about? $150, $200. So let's just add this up. So about $1,700. And then appliances will probably have to pitch. And then if we're going to use this as a rental, it's actually $406.60. So if this was a flip, which I don't know if it is or not, we'll look at the numbers here in a minute and see what we can come up with. We would add in an extra $410 for appliances. Electrical issues. So we got to upgrade the box on the wall in the basement to circuit breakers. A lot of people don't know most insurance companies will not insure fuse panels. Sorry, I'm stealing a drink. I'm gonna need some nip after that, even though it is only 10:10 in the morning. So we replace the whatchamacallit, the main line coming in from the pole, coming down into the basement. We'll probably have to upgrade it. So it's probably about $1,000 there. And then you guys saw in the pictures and the videos, whenever his little itty bitty baby flashlight worked, that there was a lot of little extra electrical issues going on throughout the house, missing outlets in walls, so just holes in the wall where an outlet was, and then a lot of scabbing of wiring throughout the basement. So I'm gonna figure it's about $2,000 worth of rewiring there. Plumbing, I saw a lot of CPVC. I saw a lot of which is just horrible in the winter in Indiana. It splinters or fractures. No, I don't know if it's fractures. It splinters. And then it's really, really hard to find leaks. And sometimes you won't even realize you've got a leak until it's way too late. So the plumbing is probably going to be $1,200. That's if we have to rerun everything. I'm going to highlight that because I don't know if we're going to have to do that much work to it. We're going to have to replace the HVAC. That's going to cost us about $4,000. Replace lighting throughout. Let's say that's like, I don't know, 250-ish. That's probably more than that. Let's do like 350-ish. Redo the bathroom. Obviously, that place was just hell on earth. So we're going to do like a $2,500 bathroom. And typically a bathroom is kind of something interesting to talk about because typically your bathroom floor is about 30 square feet, right? So it's about a 6x5 area where you walk and whatever you got to do in the morning. Do the 3 S's, right? So it's about 30 square feet of walkable space. Then you got a tub and a shower, right? We couldn't even see the bathroom because Cole didn't go in there, but it looked pretty bad. So, typically you could buy like a 3-piece tub insert, which is 2 pieces for the surround and then the tub itself. So that's about $300 for those. A new faucet hardware is going to run you about $100 to $150 for the tub. A new toilet, so that's about and then installation is probably going to run you, the whole thing, the tub and the plumbing and the whatchamacallit is probably going to run you about $750. Then you got to do a sink basin. There's about $100, $150 with mirror. Excuse me. Sorry. It's the corona, the sneeze. So you got about $250, $350, $400 install on the vanity. So what are we at? Like $1,500 there. It's a little overkill, but that's all right. We'll go up. And then we got to do flooring, and we have to do toilet. Toilet's about $100. Install, it's about $50. So $150, and then flooring, got 30 square feet, about $3 a square feet, another $100. So yeah, $2,500 is probably a little overkill. It's probably more like $2,000, but I'm gonna figure $2,500. There's gonna be some stuff. Several interior doors that need replaced. I mean, I just don't even know what we're gonna run into on this thing. So about $500 there. Subfloors and bedroom need repaired. Okay, so the beautiful thing about the flooring that we use is if they've got hardwoods, and I think this house had hardwoods. I'm not sure that in this day and age, I don't know if I would necessarily save hardwood floors, especially in this kind of a possible area. Although it did sell in 2001 for $101,000. I probably would, if we're going to turn this into a rental, probably would not save the floors, the hardwood. So I would probably just because there's subfloor issues in that one bedroom, like he said, and probably what it is the floor's buckling because there was a lot of water in the basement, which leads me to the basement solution. But anyways, if the buckling in the floor, then we'll use a saw blade to go through there and kind of put a slit down the middle of each, in between 2 boards so that we can push those boards back down. We'll secure them down with nails or screws and get them to go back to where they need to be, and then we'll put our LVP solution over top of it. And our LVP solution is a really good looking flooring. Let me see if I can. We had to switch recently, so here's one thing we just ran into. Mohawk. Oh boy, I don't even know if I'm gonna know the name of our LVP. We ended up having to switch. We were using a Shaw prime plank, but I went to order another 2 pallets, and they told me it was on back order until May 1st. So we ended up switching it out for a different flooring. We're on a Mohawk. And I don't know if I know the color off the top of my head. Wow. See, they got a bunch of different styles of it. So anyway, I was going to try and show it to you, but I don't know it, so I'll have to look it up. Anyway, so it costs about $3 a square foot for us to put that flooring down. All right, so where are we at here? Subfloors and bedroom need repaired. I'm going to say that's probably 250-ish. Because if we're going to put LVP in, we don't have to be making sure it's beautiful. I mean, we're not going to do anything that destroys the floors, but at the same time, we're not going to be as worried about making sure that they're perfect. Mold remediation, that's probably going to be, I don't know. We need to assess it, but I'm going to say about $500. So let's assess that. Miscellaneous. Okay, so this is our fudge factor. This house needs a lot of work, and we really can't see what we're really dealing with. So I'm going to say it's about a $1,500 fudge factor. And then final clean, our trusty $250. Let me look at just something real quick. Give me my calculator. Blah, 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 blah. 2,000 plus 2,000 plus 500 plus 3,600 plus 500 plus 250 plus 4,000 plus 3,120 plus 1,700 plus 410. I don't know. We won't do the 410. 2,000, 1,200, 4,000, 350, 2,500, 500, 250, 500, 1,500 plus 250. It's about $30,000 there. Minus 1,500, 29.22. So let's do a 10% fudge factor for that. So that means that our, instead of 1,500, 2,900, so 10%, so it'll be about $3,000 is what I would figure for miscellaneous. I don't know if I want to go that high on a fudge factor or not. I think we're pretty good if we just do 1,500. See, what I was saying here is my fudge factor miscellaneous. Typically on a house that's in horrible shape, you probably want to figure about an extra 10%. So we add up all these numbers here, and then we add in 10% more, or multiply whatever 29,220 times 10%, which is about $3,000. So we would put our fudge factor at 3,000 instead of 1,500. But we've been doing this a while, so I am going to up it to 2,000. How about that? Just because I just don't know what we're going to run into. So plus 2,000. So 31,220. That's before my 20% management fee. So rough repair estimate 31,20. All right, so we'd be looking at, let me pull my calculator back over, times 1.2, 37,464. All right, so let's pull up this property. Let's see if I can. Let's pull up. I guess we're probably going to get to see what the address is on this property, aren't we? 7725 East 51st. I just said the name of it, so I guess we are going to go that route, right? Okay. Oops, that's my emails. That's not what you want to see. All right. That's not what we want to see either. Where did my web page go? What the heck? Oh, I see. It got smaller. Weird. All right. So the next door neighbor is asking $1,050 in rent. Or no, it's not the same neighbor. Let me look at something a second here. Hold on. Yeah, so this is a couple streets off. So this one's for rent. 3.3 million, and it's pending. What's this? Let's go look. Huh? Oh, package of 31 properties. It's pending though. Hopefully it's one of my clients. Let's go back to our copy of thing. All right, so our particular house is It's actually 1,040 square. Oops, yeah, 1,040 above grade square footage and 1,040 in the basement. So it's 2,080. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that. So these are all rentals in the area. So that neighborhood is turning into rental central right now. This is a quarter-mile radius of active pending and sold houses over the past 1 year, and leases over the past 2 years. These might be leased already. Yep, that one was rented for $815, $875, $895. These are already listed and leased $925. So why was it listed at $900 and then went for $925? So that either means that they had extra services that these people took advantage of, maybe like a washer, dryer, refrigerator, something like that, or they're on a shorter term lease. But usually you would see it a lot higher than that. So sometimes an option you can do on rentals is if it's going to be if you want to do a short-term lease, then you raise the rents up higher to cover that shorter-term lease. Sometimes a short-term lease is a good idea if, like, especially if you're in the winter. Somebody's like, I need a place for 6 months, and it's like October. So you're like, okay, October, November, December, January, February, March, 6 months lease, and you're back into March, then you're into prime renting season. So notice my colors are okay now. Anyways, so sometimes you can do a shorter term lease to get you out of the winter months. So there's probably other stuff. Could be a pet fee, $925. This one's $970. So this one came in, they leased it higher. So earlier when I was saying that this is rent central, it means that a lot of these rentals are going through the being listed on the MLS. Who's the listing agent on these? I guess I should show that. 1,000 a month. So these are all leased. So they're leasing fast in this neighborhood. Okay, so let's go back and enough of my detailed de-rambling, whatever you want to call it. All right, so let's look here. So some of these higher ones, I'm going to bookmark these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I want to see those higher priced ones where they're at. So this one, so this is 1,008 square foot. See that up here, this is square foot main plus upper. So if the main floor and the upper floors are, whatever that square footage is listed here. If it's got a basement, then that would come under total square footage. So like this one, 988 square feet for main and upper, and then 980 or another 988 basically for including the basement, right? Because it does have a basement. I'll give you a second here. Somebody's texting me. I wonder if it's something important or if it's just somebody harassing me. It's just Tim harassing me. Our house here is a 1-bathroom, which is basically, let's see here, fireplaces, garage, levels, bedrooms. So we got 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, and that's pretty typical for this neighborhood, right? So these 2 higher ones have 3 1.5s, so they have a half bath, HB, half bath. Square footage wise, this one's pretty close to us here. 1976 square feet. And it sold for $111,400. So let's go here. So that's pretty close to us. About 4 city blocks away. Let's look at the map view and see where these houses are. Here's our subject property here. And then the ones that have check marks are all, over $100,000, $100,000 or more. So theoretically, we could get over $100,000 for it. So that's of interest. Okay, so this is Franklin Road, if anybody knows that. So that's pretty decent. Start going, it can get kind of rough over in some of these areas. I grew up at 38th and Post, and that can get kind of rough. See Post Road. But I think this is a pretty decent neighborhood. Obviously, rents are going for about $1,000 a month. 56th Street is up here. That's good. So it's a pretty decent area. But there is some stuff. These are all rentals. 111. How did that one not get marked? Anyway, so I did mark. Oh, I didn't mark it. Oh, I see. I discollected it. Discollected. That's not a word. All right. So map to map view. So our where was that one? Is that it? Nope. I think I want $1,000. Oh, there's our 111,400. There's that one. 4 bedroom, 1.5 bath. Not too bad. So anyway, so we're pretty close. So I mean, 110, 120. Let's look at the real estate data and see if there's anything good in there about nothing. So, so this must be they're under contract with this house. They don't own it. I was under the impression that they owned it, the guy I was talking to, but evidently, maybe I misunderstood him, and he was basically saying that they're wholesaling it. So anyway, so do I have any information on if this is? Let me look at something, see if I got an email on this bad boy. So I could kind of give us some cheater numbers on it. What they're asking for it and what it's really worth. I do not have any cheater numbers on it. All right, so we'll do this backwards. How much should we pay for it? All right, let's pull up my website here. Hold on. Yeah, we'll do a cash flow here in a little bit. So it'll probably, let's say it rents for $1,050 a month. We're going to put in, I would say, vacancy credit loss of 8%. We're going to say our average first year, which would be about 10%. We're just not going to know what we're running up against, right? So I want to make this fair. I want to get this to about total operating costs about 30%. Real estate, school, and taxes on this bad boy. Taxes are, I'm still getting used to this stupid thing. Total tax amount $869 a year. So $869. I'm still going to say property insurance is going to be about our standard $600, maybe a little bit more than that, because the value on the house is a little bit more than that. So let's say $750. We're going to say we got about what do we say, about $37,000 rehab in there. Probably about $1,000 in closing costs. Let's do the other one that I like to do. I gotta remember how to get there. I don't do this one a lot. Is this the one? Nope, that's not the one. Nope, that one didn't work. Give me a second here. Hold on. Oh, that's right. All right, so I'm just going to plug this in here. Let's say that this house, when it's all fixed up and done, what are we looking at here? Matrix. So they're between 100 and 130. I'm just going to rough this out and say one. So our 111.4 is what that one sold for. I'm going to go low on this one and say that. So first off, we're going to put in. Normally I would go, this is my flip chart, or when I was first starting out, this was my flip chart. So I would go through here and then I would estimate everything on here. And then at the end, it would come up with a total. But I'm just going to cheat and just put in like $37,000. And then that gives me my total cost of repairs about 37. Now what we said. Wherever calculator is, 37.5. Amy would have just said 40. 40K. That's what it's going to cost. She's probably right. 37.5. We're going to put in our ARV. That other one sold for 111.4. What did it look like? Let's pull that one up. It's cute. Got a garage though too. So ours doesn't even have a garage. They refinished the hardwood floors, repainted it, so it was a flip. What'd they do with the kitchen? I can't tell if those are older cabinets. Bathroom. So it's cute. It's not bad. Oh, they redid the floors in the basement. So, and it sold for $111. So I am going to say that our value is probably like $105,000. Typically, I want to make 25% or $25,000, whichever is less. I'm sorry, whichever is more. So 26,250. So 25% of the ARV is what I want to make. 37.5 for repairs. $1,000 purchase costs. Since we're flipping it, I figure it's going to take us about. I didn't put that in, did I? 3 months to get it done. I mean, it's probably not going to be 3 months, but still, we'll try and get it done ASAP. And then probably take 3 months to sell it. So holding cost is about $8,400. That's while we bought it. What we're paying ourselves for, mortgage payment, or we're paying somebody else for a mortgage payment. And then when we go to sell it, it's 8%. So when you go to sell a house, oh, it didn't figure in holding costs. That's weird. Why didn't it figure in holding costs? We're going to do retail. Retail. That's why it didn't figure in holding costs. Okay, so holding costs are what it costs us to hold it. So we're paying ourselves a mortgage, or we're paying somebody else a mortgage over the 6 months that we've got this house, 3 to 6 months that we've got this house. 8% of closing costs. So when you go to sell this house, you're going to have to pay probably 6% to a realtor, and then you're going to have to pay probably another 3% of the buyer's closing costs, up to I think up to $3,000. So here we're probably about $8,400 in sales costs. So our max allowable offer on that house is $29,622.80. So about $30,000 is about most we want to pay for this house. So let's put that in here, $30,000, right? And that's something important. Like right now we're in really trying times, right? So you don't have the luxury of being able to just have one exit strategy. You need to have 2 or 3 exit strategies for each property. So maybe the first exit strategy is I want to sell this bad boy. But what happens if it doesn't sell, right? 2-3 months down the road, you're going to be like, I need to do something with this property so I get some income coming in, right? Like let's say the market goes, right? I don't know. We don't know what's going to happen. If the market goes and you can't sell this house, then you need to rent it out for 2 or 3 years until the market comes back up, and then you could sell it. So we're going to say $30,000 purchase price, $37,000 in renovation. So we're going to do about $68,000. And if we rented it for $1,050 a month, we took out our other costs. It's about 11% return if we turned it into a rental. If we rented it for $1,050 a month, it's almost an 11% return, right? Now, if we flip this house, we should make like $26,000 in profit, which is good, right? That's good. If we're paying $30,000 for this house, right? Or $29,622.80. But if we're going to keep it and rent it out, we can make about a 10.5% return. If we could do a cash out refi, which we're right in the middle of this weird market thing or whatever, so we might be able to do a cash out refi on it. So let me bump these numbers up just so we can see what this bad boy would do. So I'm going to pump this up to 60,000. So this puts our basis, let's put this at 70,000, right? Puts our basis at 108 in the property, right? We can get a loan for that. And let's say we get a 70% loan. And let's say we're getting it over, I'm going to just go with my old numbers, even though I know there's some better deals out there. Let's just do 5%. So we're going to get 75,600 back. And what were we at? We were at 30,000. So we get our money back out of it. But obviously we're going to have a mortgage payment. So what did I just say? 70,000. Yep. All right. So our mortgage payment becomes $498.83. That means our cash flow is about $101.15. Now, having debt service on a property like this in a market, which I don't know we're going into or not, I'm just being speculative. I don't know what the market's going to do. I have a hard time understanding how we could have anything. I mean, how long is it going to take to recuperate from this coronavirus thing, which we're still in the heart of, right? So I'm just kind of planning it out. But $100 a month in cash flow above and beyond your mortgage payment. Now, if this place goes vacant, then you're out $500 a month plus taxes and insurance, which is another 72 and 62, so another what, $150 basically, $140. So your mortgage payment here, you're out of pocket. If this place goes vacant, you're out of pocket about what, $750 a month, basically, roughly. Isn't that right? Yeah, that's $750 a month. So if this place goes vacant, it's costing you $750 a month to be vacant. But if it's rented, you're making about $100 a month. Now, over a year, that's $1,200 a month you made. If it was rented for a whole year, you made $1,200 profit. Now, if it goes vacant for 1 month or 2 months, then you're negative. You lost all your profit for the year. So these are things you got to think about. But 101, that's a little tight for me for cash flow. Now, you may be able to drop something down. Like, let's say you just took, not 70. Let's say you took a lower mortgage. You could play around with some of these numbers to get your payments lower. But let's leave it there. So what's our cash on cash return? It's about 3.75% return. So that's not that great, right? Now, if you could find somebody that would, not 360,000. Let's say you got 30,000, you put 37 into 1,000, you got $68,000 basis, and let's say somebody did 70,000 of that, then all of a sudden, so let's say you got a loan for 47.6 on this property, so you still have whatever, $21,000 into this house, 20,400 basically. Then your cash on cash return is 16.82%. So that's pretty doggone freaking good, right? You with me? All right. So click the like, click the subscribe button, click the bell icon. If something you don't agree with, something you have questions about on this on this video, let me know. I think I'm out of here. This one property took a little longer than I thought it would, but I think that's a good thing. And so anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, click the like, click the subscribe, and let's continue to invest smartly. All right, guys. Thank you. Thanks, guys, for chipping in.